Hey, I just had the random impulse to start a video. I don't have a title for it yet, but I want to talk about manifestation and my personal experience with it and what I happen to know about it. I just had the urge to do so I'm gonna come at you raw. No planning, nothing. Just me, you, my coffee. Oh, I have the Bridgerton creamer. It's good, I recommend it. If you're watching this in the time it's still available. Anyways, let's get to the point. Manifestation. Manifestation is effortless because we're constantly doing it. We're constantly manifesting our entire lives. Everything that we have now was manifested and is continuously continuing to manifest. Everything that is outside of us, everything that is outside of myself, this cup, this window unit, this apartment, this clay pot, is something that I created. When I say I created, I didn't mean I physically built it, just to clarify. Sorry, I get hung up on the details, very detail oriented. That in itself is something that I've created. But it wasn't conscious creation. And shifting from unconscious creation to conscious creation is one of the best things anyone can do. Because then you're the one who's in the state of control. You're not just a slave to circumstances, and life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. But yes, manifestation is effortless. It's simple, but consciously doing it isn't easy. Consciously doing it does take practice and time. Usually for the better things, the things that we think are too far away from us, the things that we think are, oh, like, there's no way, like, I'm not worthy. Most people I know deep down inside, not everyone, and it's sad, but a lot of humanity, we kind of have this thing where it's like internally, like we feel that we're not worthy, we're not good enough, we're not lovable, whatever it may be. Other things can be like, I'm not healthy, or I'm not a nice person, I'm poor, like this is just the way that it is. And it's like, nah, man, it doesn't have to be that way. It really doesn't. And realizing that, like, everything, one of the best things that I did was realizing that even though it wasn't me that did certain things to myself, I had to accept that a portion of it is just karma and cause and effect. And it's also, up to me on how I want to react. I'm the only one who's responsible for how I react and how I choose to deal with it. Because in reality, in realness, it's just a projection of light. It's just things. And it's up to you if you want to be like, this is bad, this is good, blah, 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 blah. When you're constantly in that, this is bad, this sucks, or like something hasn't happened yet, but you're kind of like getting ready and preparing, and you're like, watch, this is what's gonna happen. I bet you that this is gonna happen. And then it happens, and then you're all like, yep, I knew it. I told you so. Then you're just confirming, and you're getting even deeper into this delusion, and it's like, we really can't do that, and that's what I was in. That's my story. In essence, life is what you make it. You want it to be good, make it good. And how do we do that? I am not an expert, but I am someone who has some experience and trial and error, and I've just had that mentality of like, I got nothing to lose. I believe I'm gonna let go. Sorry about that. I'm gonna let go and I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna jump. An example would be quitting my full-time job with all kinds of bills, responsibilities, and then starting my own business. That was an example. It worked out in the beginning because I believed. I really did. And then it didn't, because then I started to feel doubt. And I was in that mindset of, yeah, I knew this was going to happen. It was too good to be true. When it doesn't have to be that way. So to simplify it, I guess to get started from my experience is whenever you feel something bad, you have something that just knocks you out of, your enjoyment, your happiness, don't let it disturb your peace. And one way to do that is to literally, you have two choices technically. I would recommend this one. It's a little harder in the beginning, but face it, sit with it, and be like, why am I feeling this way? Okay, I hear you, but in reality, they didn't say anything mean. It just felt mean. And that was up to me on how I wanted to react. That's up to me on, how I wanted it to come off as, And then through that, over time, you can kind of unfold things, kind of work on them, kind of untangle the knots. And then you kind of see what you've got to work with. And then everything you can start rebraiding and reweaving, and everything's kind of coming together. And then you realize that everything is not so bad. And when you're in that mentality that everything is not so bad and it doesn't have to be that way, things naturally are going to get better because you're in that state of consciousness, and that's what you're going to attract. So what you think and what you feel is what's going to happen to you. The universe doesn't really know any better. It's just going to give you more of what you're feeling and of what you're doing. And the most important thing, though, is the feeling on how you feel. Because you can tell yourself 2 + 2 = 7. But if you don't actually believe it, then it's not, it's not +7. 2 + 2 = 7. Or 2 + 2 = 7. Therefore, it will equal 7. So the other option is, okay, I'm feeling bad right now. What is the quickest way I can get out of this feeling, because I'm going to keep attracting more of what I'm feeling? This is what has really worked for me. The other one too, but that other one, it's uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie. So sometimes I kind of go in between, there's a gray area, and I kind of toggle between the two. But I really like this one because it has significantly helped me. So let's say this happened, this is stressing me out, I'm worrying about money again, how I'm gonna make this payment, how I'm gonna make this bill, yada yada yada. Okay, I distract myself. I wouldn't say it's constantly running away from my problems. I would say it's like, okay, I know this is bullshit, this is a habit, and I need to get out of it, and I'm just not gonna deal with it right now. I am just going to get into another habit to replace that one. This may work for some, and it may not. Oh my gosh, I put way too much creamer. I don't really drink coffee with creamer, so it's a lot for me. But yeah, so what I will do is music. For me, I am a very, 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 very deep, just musical, I love it so much, so much. I would rather have my hearing than my eyesight. That's how much I love it. Music is, it's everything. I will listen to positive music. I will watch things that are positive. I'll watch, things that empower me. And that quickly, it's like, bam, it's like, it takes me out. It takes me out of that negative state. And then before you know it, I'm attracting. I'm in that those good vibrations. I'm feeling those good feelings, and then more of that is coming to me. Oh, there's a dove at the window. Hello, lovely. Hi, gorgeous. Oh, that's so sweet. Sorry, anyways. Oh, there's another one. Oh, maybe there are a couple. Y'all can nest here. Y'all can have your little babies right here. I don't mind. Oh my God, they're so cute. I'm so sorry. I love them. But anyways, yeah, knock yourself out of it. Just be like, heck no, I'm not going to feel this way because I don't have to. Like, that's an old habit. It's an old karmic habit, and I need to get out of that. So let's replace it with something positive. And you have to think about others as well. Like, others that have to deal with you, when you're in that state, and what you're around is what you become. And then, it may have a domino effect, and knock them into feeling bad. And we don't want it to affect others because our problem is not other people's problems. My emergency is not their emergency. Out of respect, and love for others, and compassion, and yeah. So knock myself out of it. Be very clear on what you want. You're already in that good vibration. That's your foundation. You're in that good place, right? Okay. Think, what is it that I want? Be very clear on what you want. Exactly the thing. And I don't want to be that person, but really, really, really ask yourself, and most of the time, your true desire, it isn't materialistic. It's, I want this car so that I feel loved, so that I get recognition, so that I get attention. Okay, then it's attention, it's recognition. If it's money, then it's like, okay, then I want to feel abundant. I want to feel safe. I want to feel secure. I want to feel free. If it's, a significant other, then it's love. I want to be love. I want to give love, and I want to receive love. Not, I want this, specific type of a person with this color of hair and these color of eyes. Really, 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 really deep. Go deep within yourself and connect with spirit, not necessarily ego, and kind of sleep on that and feel it out. But out of respect as well, and for us just being who we are and being honest with oneself, it's okay to have material desires. Like, a lot of the time, even though they mean nothing, it's good to get it out of our system and to fulfill those desires, to help us realize, okay, I got it out of the way. Now I know for sure this is what I really want. And it becomes part of the story, and it's so beautiful. So, yes, I'm sorry, I have ADHD brain, so I get distracted. Okay, you're clear on what you want. You're coming from a good place. You're in good vibrations. Ask the universe, God, divine, Mother Earth, whichever, the higher power, the higher version of yourself, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your loved ones, for signs, But you can't have any doubt. That's the thing. You kind of have to catch yourself in those moments where you really fully believe, because in the beginning it is really hard. Your brain always wants to do the opposite. It's very rebellious. Kind of like when you go into a state of meditation, you're trying to get into meditation, and all these thoughts just keep coming into your mind. You just keep thinking and thinking and thinking. And that's okay too. Just observe them. Just be aware of the thoughts. You are not your thoughts, you're the observer. And same thing. It's like, okay, I'm trying to manifest this. I don't exactly believe it because that's not how it works. Okay, catch yourself in that moment. That's the limit. That's my bottom line. That is what is stopping me from breaking through. That is it. Okay, I observed that. That is indeed bullshit, because anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Over and over and over and over again. And over time, you'll get out of those habits, and then you'll have these beautiful little moments where it's like you'll subconsciously manifest something, because it's like, you know, you do believe, and nothing is there like distracting you, and your monkey mind isn't like, oh no, like blah blah blah. There's no doubt, and this thing just manifests. And usually they're neutral things, kind of like how you think about someone, you haven't talked to them for a while, and you're like, I wonder how they're doing, and then you get back to what you're doing, right? Like you're doing dishes, or you're doing laundry, or you're at work, and then the next day they contact you because you didn't really have time or space to be all like, nah, like they're probably busy, or yada yada yada. Sometimes one energy is so strong that it still comes through, but most of the time, you know, when there's no block, yeah, it's gonna come through. So it's effortless. Life is effortless. Nothing has to be hard. You don't have to be super hardworking, incredible, blah 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 to be abundant, because first it comes within. And I think the most important thing is internal abundance over external abundance, because what is external abundance when you have no internal abundance? Like you could have someone who's very externally abundant and they feel poor. In reality, that individual is in poverty because they have a poverty mindset. They don't feel fulfilled. They have this emptiness in their heart, you know, and it's sad. It's really, 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 really sad. So that's why we do need a balance, because you have only internal abundance. You know, you like, great. Well, this is one example, because I'm like realizing, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm just speaking. I'm not thinking before I speak, just because everything is so fresh in my mind right now. But, you know, you can't be all like, I'm internally abundant, therefore I don't need clothes, I don't need any kind of money, I don't need yada, yada, yada. I'm not saying that it's not possible. I mean, you could be, you know, you could be living monastically, you know, where, you know, you're not getting any money and you're just kind of, you know, helping within the community, which is freaking awesome, by the way. But for most people, you know, in this world, you know, practically living and playing the game, we can't do that either, because we have responsibilities and we have commitments that we've made, and we have to have a balance. So internal and external abundance. Internal abundance is realizing that you are limitless, you are powerful, that everything that is in front of you is your creation. Your hair, your bed, your apartment, your car, you know, and all of it, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. And then it goes into more, but that's gonna be too much, because I'm already almost 20 minutes into the video, unless you guys like to listen, because I like to talk about these things. But yeah, starting with a good foundation, just staying in a good positive vibration, realizing, okay, I don't like how this feels right now. Let me ask myself, why am I feeling this way? Okay, I can let go of that because I know that that's not true, rather than just letting the thoughts float by, you know, or going onto social media and realizing, like, why am I doing this to myself? This is just making me feel or put myself in a state of lack, you know, or comparing myself to others. That's why I don't have TikTok. Not only for that reason, but because what it does to your brain over time. And I already have ADHD brain. I don't want to get TikTok brain. I'm trying to work on mindfulness and patience. That's an opportunity of mine. And I've been working towards it, and it's a practice I need to incorporate in my life every day. Because if I don't use it, I lose it. Just because I'm exposed to everything being so fast, you know, in this very fast-paced modern America that I am living in, which is okay. You know, I also don't want to suffer because of it. And I have been. So yeah, you know, just staying off of those things. Just, okay, like, let me see some stuff that's gonna pump me up. Like, let me watch something funny. Like, let me watch a comfort movie. Like, put on some SpongeBob, you know? I really dig SpongeBob. I like to watch that. Something lighthearted and silly, you know? Put on something to where it's like, okay, this is what I want. It's gonna be me. Watch it. But if it's going to, be careful though, because if it's gonna make you feel lack and be like, shit, like, why can't this be me? Then you don't want that either. So something that's like a comfortable medium. Yeah. And you'll see. What you think about, you bring about. We're all magicians. We are. Like, boom, boom, boom. It's awesome. Manifest it. Anything is possible. You are limitless. You are unconditionally loved. You are love. You are safe. You're unconditionally safe. You're an amazing divine being that is full of love, that is worthy of love, that is just everything. And yeah, that's my coffee chat for this morning. Thank you so much for joining and taking the time to listen to me. If you stuck around, if not, that's okay too. That's all right. I appreciate you just scrolling past and stopping by. I may not be consistent with my uploads. I just kind of go organically. I don't want to do anything that is forced. I just kind of go with it. And for me, I think that's when everything is best. But yeah, whoever's watching this, I love you and thank you, and stay tuned. And feel free to comment. Yeah, let me hear what your thoughts are. If you have any experience, let's create a loving, positive community. Positive vibes only, please. Love and kindness and respect towards each other. But yes, happy 2024. I know we're in spring, but still something to celebrate. Year of the Dragon. The eclipse is happening in a few days. It's actually during my birthday. And I'm excited for what's to come for everyone this year. We're gonna get some good stuff this year. Yes, we are. 110%. But yes, that concludes it. Without any further ado, I will see you in whenever the next video may be. Thank you so much.